Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now we have time for the last question of today's panel. Gerard Horton, please unmute your mic.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing?
Hi. Hi.
I just want to say, just hearing you guys' answers and hearing the story, I just applaud you guys for the strength and to put the project out. I want to ask Tatyana about, because you was talking about at certain points in your career that you wasn't able to pull this role off. When did you know within your career that this was a time for you to maybe tackle this role? Did it click? Was it something else that you did that allowed you to do that? And also, Nicola, when did you know that it was time for your story to get out, that people needed to hear everything that you do? I mean, timing is such, a unique thing, and sometimes bad timing, it makes people feel a certain type of way. You might then have the strength in order to look at yourself on film. When did you guys know that it was time to put this story out?
I'll start. I think I've always been very serious about acting, whether it's drama or it's comedy or some mixture of the two. And I'm always working on my toolbox, I'm always working on my paints, my colors, my access to things, to what I need to tell a story. And so I don't know if there's an exact moment. I know that I've been acting for a very long time, since I was 4 years old. Wow. And there have been times, there was certainly a time in my life, and I think it had to do with a lot of pressures from the business and, just being a young woman in this industry and getting treated certain ways. When you're a little artist and you're protecting this stuff, where I felt like I describe it to my friends as like, I lost the cipher, and, but I didn't stop, and I kept struggling through it, and I kept working and taking jobs that, as blessings, and my, ability to just try new things. And I don't know when it was, if it was like in my, at some space in my 30s, I felt like, and even now I feel like, oh, the cipher's back. And I just think that's just like, what happens to us as creative people, or, as artists, it's a dance and a flow, and sometimes it flows. And I saw the opportunity to do this film is just a real blessing. And I just prayed a lot through it.
Definitely. Okay. Do you other ladies want to add on to that also too, about what she said and knowing it was the right time to put the story out?
For myself, I tell my story, like I said, on a regular basis. So 8 years ago, when I started Girls Who Brunch Tour, is when I started being vulnerable, telling about the abuse that I endured as a child. I used to speak to women and do a lot of women empowerment events about, adult things, but not the younger things. So I'm happy I've done that because it prepared me to get to this moment. But nothing is ever by happen chance. It's ordained, everything is on time. So when Barbara approached me and said that this is what we should do, and everything fell in place, every ask that I asked was easily done. I was told that it was going to be hard. They're going to make everything from a Black female director to everything was just so simply done. It was just like, okay, it was meant to be told. So I think that in this time where we're surviving all this social anguish from being at home from COVID, all this anxiety on high, these kids are going through things, women are going through things, all this social unjust. I think being able to see a story and humanize somebody, they always judge you by what the bad you've done, but if they get to see how you got here, then people will respect it more. So I think it's just that moment. It's just a moment in time right now to display it.
I mean, it's definitely a blessing. God's timing is always on time, and we appreciate you guys. And like I said, I didn't know the story, but just listening to it and, you know, getting the wind of it, you know, it got me feeling a certain type of way, and I just appreciate it. And I applaud you guys' strength for putting it out. I knew it had to be a lot to put it out there. So thank you guys. Congratulations on getting it done and putting the story out there. And you guys did a great job with it. And blessings to you.
Can I add something? I don't know. Is this our last question? I know we're running out of time. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I just add? Can I add
Please.
one thing?
Please.
One of the most awesome, the awesomest, one of the best scenes and experiences in the film were when we were actually doing the Girls Who Brunch events.
Okay.
Because the girls that were there, the dialogue, the monologues, giving the speeches, the energy of the space, where these girls who are actors knew that we were there to celebrate them. It became a real Girls Who Brunch event. And the true meaning of the film, loving on them, came to life in real life. And I know that was, that is, those scenes are like it for me. I just want to add that.
Do your thing. We appreciate it. And kudos to you. Like everyone said, we have saw you grow up, and you said that people didn't have to put you in a box. You go into your bag, you're an artist, and it shows. And we're proud of you to see you contribute to the culture and see you grow up and your maturation. So kudos to you. We applaud you. And thanks for giving back. We love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Well, that is